Hey folks, how's it going? It's Baz again from Massive Wagons. In this last video, we're going to be talking to Tristan. If you think back a few years, you might recognise him from Vine.
I'm in my mum's car.
Currently has a very successful TikTok following. And we're going to talk to him about going from an absolute unknown on social media to being hugely popular, hugely known by the biggest A-list celebrities in the world, overnight, all down to a 5-second video. It's absolutely insane. People being incredible with him, to people being absolutely abhorrent and disgusting with him online. Just talk to him about how that affected him and how he overcame it. It was an absolute pleasure to talk to him. Hope you enjoyed the video. Welcome, Tristan. A social media star or a social media figure, or what would you?
Star.
Would you say a star? Of course, you'd say a star, wouldn't you? A star.
Yeah.
A star. But yeah, it's amazing. But thank you for coming. I really appreciate it.
No worries.
Obviously, here to talk about briefly, make a little video and talk about online abuse and bullying and the way people talk to each other, specifically online, I suppose. But yeah, you were hugely successful. Was it Vines?
Yeah,
that was Vines, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And it was I don't even want to ask you about it.
Do you want me to say it?
Go on, yes.
I'm in my mum's car, vroom vroom.
Oh my word! I was cringing about asking you that.
Yeah.
I thought, I bet you
It
hate.
is very cringy.
I bet you hate being asked about
Yeah.
it. Yeah. Oh, well, we'll draw a line under it then. We'll draw a line under it. That's that. Was that a video that you just put out, just kind of off the cuff, just something you were interested in in Vines, and
Yeah.
was that just a whirlwind thing? Was it? That just shot you completely? Like, did that blow your mind?
Yeah, basically, I just did it randomly. Then I posted up like a couple of days later because I was like, shall I post it up or not? But I did post it up. The next minute, it just blew up like.
It must have been like an overnight thing, was it? Is that what
it was like an overnight thing, yes. Then
that's mad.
Past couple of days it was going big, and non-stop for like over like a couple of months.
Yeah. Kim Kardashian,
Harry Styles, Keith Lemon, Luz Capaldi.
Really?
Yeah, all of them.
Wow, what did that feel like, seeing?
To be honest, I was shocked. I was like, wow, they actually know me because of that meme. But like, it is. Like a shock, like what are you going to do next?
Yeah.
What's
Where's
the next
this gonna
thing?
go?
Yeah, where's it going to go? And everything is like, wow.
Yeah, that is incredible. It's absolutely incredible. But I mean, obviously, on the flip side of that, people, the dark side of it all, people starting to. When did you notice that the abuse and the? I mean, I saw it because obviously Terry showed me the video, and I was like, wow, this is amazing, and you're thinking this is crazy, and then you start looking down the comments, and you're thinking.
Yeah,
that's terrible. And then it's one after another. I mean, how did that feel to see that? You know, was it something you could understand, or did you just affect you, or did you just brush it off, or?
Well, I did suffer with anxiety and depression anyway because of schools and stuff.
Right, okay, that's before the video, was it?
Yeah.
Right.
And when that hit, and when I'm getting all the hate comments and stuff, it hit me more harder.
Right,
I was in a little bubble, like a black bubble. Didn't want to go out.
Right,
it's like basically I was like in my bedroom. Didn't want to go out anywhere.
That amplified the feelings you already had.
So basically, I didn't want to go out anywhere. I didn't really want to go to college because people at college spotted me who I was from that video.
Yeah.
So I didn't like to go out or anything like that. I was young as well. I was only about 17 years old when I did that video, so I wouldn't know what path to go to, if you know what I mean, if you was that age.
Of course.
And it just blew up overnight. You wouldn't know what to do.
People start appearing in your life that you were like, all these people wanting a part of you, were they as well?
Yeah.
Or did you think people were trying to take things from us? And it must have sent your head into a spin, thinking, who do I trust? Who do I trust here? Who wants me who wants to know me and who wants to take from me, kind of a thing. That must have been horrible.
There was one person who took advantage of me, and really you need to be careful online who you trust and who not to trust, because people like that, you don't want them in your life.
It's such a hornet's nest, isn't it? You think you're in control of it and you think you know what you're doing. It can just get out of hand so quickly.
It does. It does.
Yeah.
One minute it's fine, next minute loads of hate comments blowing in your face and all that, and takes you down and stuff.
The way that people feel they can talk to somebody online but can't talk, they would never dream of saying that to somebody's face. Have you actually experienced anything to your face?
No, on internet, really.
Everything's on the internet?
Yeah, not to my face whatsoever.
That's crazy, isn't it?
I know.
Which is terrible, isn't it? You know, which is this thing that social media has sort of developed and
Exactly.
grown. Yeah,
or they've probably got their own problems, but taking it out on us.
taking it out on you.
Yeah.
Jealousy.
Jealousy, basically.
Is a big part of it, I think, isn't it? I'm right in saying your main platform is TikTok now,
TikTok,
isn't it?
yeah.
And your following is colossal, isn't it?
Yeah,
Massive.
1.3 million.
1.3 million followers.
Yeah.
And what's it like now? Now that the initial sort of, I mean, my mum's car video was kind of, that's, you know.
It's been to be honest, right, it's 8 years today.
8 years today? Is it really?
Yeah, 8 years today.
I love it.
That's good, isn't it?
You're not counting or anything.
No, that's
cool,
the
8
end of
years.
it, to be honest. That's
Is it?
the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done like a nice little speech thing saying
Right.
it's done.
You draw a line under it.
I've drawn the line over it, yeah.
And what's your following like now after that? After you've had all that attention and I assuming you've sort of managed to streamline your following. Is everybody pretty cool?
They're pretty cool. People like my trans videos.
Yeah,
because
of course, yeah,
transgender. They're always supportive of that.
That's
so
cool.
yeah, it's good.
Oh, that's nice. Over the last few years, you've obviously been linked with a few bullying campaigns, and you've done some work, some very good work for bullying charities. Could you tell us a bit about that? Who was it for, and what did you do? And
One's for Bully Out.
Bully Out.
And one's for Football Heroes.
All right, cool.
And they were like a football charity thing, so it was raising money
Yeah.
to for people who's been abused on the internet
Right.
or anywhere, violence or whatever. We just like play football and raise some money for it.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
You never see on Facebook, you never see links for that. You don't. I wouldn't know where to go.
No.
So I'm pretty sure I'm on there all the time. I'm sure a lot of other people who are suffering wouldn't.
Yeah.
You would think Facebook, all these platforms, they would have a help. You would have adverts or whatever to contact.
Exactly. Yeah.
For
They
this.
should.
As you've got a bit older, have you learned to sort of brush off the insults and you just ignore them, or do you still take it to heart, or?
It depends what the message is, to be honest.
I suppose
But
so, yeah.
For me, just be yourself
Yeah.
on the internet. Don't
cool.
be who you're not,
No.
basically. Just be who yourself.
It's
and
easiest
just,
to be yourself, isn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
And just go with the flow. If you don't like the comment, just report them, block them,
Right.
just ignore them,
Yeah, yeah.
because they ain't worth
For sure, yeah.
worth your knowledge, basically.
No, I agree.
So just ignore them.
Brilliant. That's brilliant. A great piece of advice. Thank you very much.
No worries.
Wicked. Thank you very much for coming down.
No
really
worries.
appreciate your time. There we go. You can
Sweet.
take one if you want.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. When I came this morning. All right, Annie.